So time for another Konosuba OVA, right? Again, the best comedy of all time. Now, last episode was a beach episode. Itchy, of course. This time, I think in the trailer, I think it's like a better team than them, right? It's like a better Kazuma, a better mage that actually does, does these explosions, and like it's a better tank, right? Yeah, this is like the better Kazuma teammates or something. So, yeah, it's been a great comedy episode. Probably actually gonna be funnier in the beach episode. That was mostly etchy, right? But anyway, guys, let's check it out. So, yeah, I think these guys are gonna be like super competent. They're like the best of the best, right? So let's go for it. 3, 2, 1, and go. Yeah. Do. And the jokes, I guess, is that they are just good at everything. That, the girl is probably not as strong as Megumin, right? But she's probably overall a much better mage. The tank can probably do damage and take damage as well, right? But probably has less health than, of course, Dart as well. But let's see here. Here's Kazuma. I'm gonna meet the new guy. He's like, hey, Nishan. he looks like a muscular Kazuma, right? Yeah, the same like color scheme is on green. Yeah, he's like a ripped Kazuma. Is he also isekai? Probably Ozuma, yeah, like the guy in Kazan. And that's me, of course. He's opening, yeah, but this guy is, of course, also isekai, right? He has like a better team. Yeah, he got like smart, intelligent healer lady. His healer lady is probably super intelligent because it's gonna be a reverse Aqua, right? She got like 10,000 IQ points. Yeah, she's gonna be like opposite of Aqua. But of course, they're weaker healer, right? Yeah, of course. I guess these guys are gonna have, basically have much better stats, right, so to speak. However, of course, Kazuma's team has one thing going for them, right? They maximize one stat, right? Yeah, like super high spell damage, super high health or whatever, right? Yeah, but they're overall terrible adventurers. But these guys are probably like just much better actual overall, stats, and actually as a sum probably have better stats, right? So if Megumin has like 100 in firepower, the other girl probably has like 80, right? But she has 80 health too and 80 in speed or whatever, right? So they actually probably have way more stats in total than they are. But of course in the end, right, somehow it's better to have 100 in firepower when you need it. But actually in most games, yeah, you definitely would rather have, right, just slightly less full power and just have a lot more health as well, right? But sure, there are some instances in some games where you kind of need to have that like extra damage trying to kind of break some boss or whatever that has like way too much health points on, or usually defense points. Then yeah, like the threshold depends on how games are made. Right? Some games are very much like a cake and drink. I made you water. Okay, I made you water. He's like, yeah, thanks, bro. Yeah, I needed that. Yeah, like. My water's pretty good, right? It's kind of weird. I made you water. This is kind of weird. But he got the same name as the guy in First Mission Kazan, yeah, Osma, yeah. Oh, he's like, I heard about this Kazuma guy. He's... Wait, everyone hates Kazuma? Well, like, of course they do. But they trash him. He's isekai, right? Here we go. They probably both isekai. In Pertel, what? That loser Kazuma, he got his team then. It's like the better adventure team. It's like a better tank, better mage, better cleric. Yeah, this is like reckless. Yeah, I'm like a better crusader than you have. Tanaka-san is my name. Tanaka-san. That's good. And he's like better Megumin. Yeah. Better Megumin. Better Megumin. Her name's probably like, her name's like Megumin something. They have very similar names, right? Yeah, there is like a parody on our partner image. Let's see. So her name probably would be Aqua, but it would be something similar, right? Her name would be like Water or something. Her name is probably something very similar. Yeah, something close to aqua, right? Water or liquid or something. Here we have them. Yeah, Tanaka-san. Megumi! Her name is Megumi! I was like, this is a stupid parody. Her name is Megumi. It's not Megumi, Jesus Christ. Yes, her name is Megumi. Reckless. Darkness. Acure! Yeah, her name is Acure because she heals, right? Acure. Hello! Yeah, like a parody of the... Acure, yeah. I love it, yeah. It's like a one spelling change, Jesus Christ. Oh, that was good, yeah. Acure. Jesus Christ, man. Kazuma is very impressed by them. Okay, what's happening? He's gonna eat this like frog tail on them, something. It's crunchy. Her name is just Megumi. It's the same name but one more letter. Jesus Christ. Because so Megumi is very annoying. Kinda like Megumin, yeah. He's kinda like in your face. That's not all the name! Megumi, yeah! Is she a crimson? Oh, her grandpa gave it to her. Okay, maybe she's lucky instead of something. Oh yeah, he's a Japanese, she's an isekai. And the darkness, Reckless is like super, yeah. Oh, Sir Tanaka, yeah, she's very like crusader. Oh, it's talking about me? Oh, you, Tanaka? Yes, I am. I am Tanaka. I wouldn't lie to you guys. I just met you like a minute ago, but I wouldn't lie to you guys. Come on. I am Tanaka-san. Okay, he's gonna tell them everything about Kazuma. Okay. He's a hero, of course. This Kazuma guy is amazing, yeah. She's crying. He's like, yes. That's right, that's Kazuma guy. He's a victim. Yeah, he has saved this town so many times, and we all hate him anyway. He never resented anyone. He was a hero. Yeah, he was an innocent man. Blessed. I love it. He makes himself to be this super innocent hero, of course. Everyone loves Kazuma. He's, yes, sounds like a hell of a guy. It's so stupid. Okay, yeah. Megumi really likes Kazuma now, I guess. Or at least the lies about Kazuma. He's a busy man, though. He would never... You can never find him. Thank you, Tanaka. That's me, Tanaka. Yeah, that's me. That's me, Tanaka-san, yes. This is a lie. That's right. I am Tanaka-san. Darkness or Reckless is like, what? Yeah, they're like, are you fine with that? You kind of lie to them, like, Megumin, yeah. Did you pronounce my name in a weird fashion on purpose? Naruhoda! Come on. Megumin. Megumin. Yeah. Aquar. Megumin. Yeah, Megumin. Yeah, that's good. That's good, that's good. So obviously they're gonna blow his cover right soon. Well, I'm sure Megumin or someone is gonna meet him right and fail it. Okay, he's outside him now. Okay, he's gonna... Okay, he's gonna fight him now though. Yeah, he's like, oh, I hate you. I do love Aqua in her pajamas though. Yeah, it was great. How is it my fault? Well, actually, it is probably my fault if it's that guy. Tanaka! Get out here, Tanaka! Okay, it's probably my fault then. Oh yeah, okay, it is my fault. Yeah, it's that copy, guys. Yeah, Megumin is like, I will show her I'm the real mage! I'm the mage of this guy. Okay, we're gonna do that. Okay, I will solve it. Yeah, sure you will. Wait a minute, I see in the trailer to see when they're fighting. Okay. I'm calling the cops on you. Exactly. I call the cops on you. Exactly. She's a nightmare, the prosecutor. Oh yeah, you owe me food. You're a bigger scum than I've heard, yeah. That wasn't a lie. I am a hero. Exactly. That's good, Kazuma. Those damn knockoffs. But it's true though. Yeah, he did save this city. Yeah, he did save and beat the Dulahan and so on. Yeah, I mean, he obviously embezzled himself, but he didn't lie though. No, he's like, yeah, this guy's a hero, right? Coin is with cage thing. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Okay, kind of recapping. A little lazy on OVA now. Yeah, they're kind of recapping a bunch of scenes right from the previous seasons. When of course Aqua and then Kazuma did. Oh, here we go. I see this in the trailer. This is great here. It's a scream at them. Yeah, this is the scene I think gonna be like the classic. Datte! Exactly. Exactly. You were crying yesterday. It's a great journey. Yeah, you can interpret my heroism differently, but it wasn't a lie. I would never lie. I hate these knockoffs. And I saw Megumin is gonna come in and hate it too, right? Because he's like, I'm the real mage here. Stupid, yeah, knockoff mage. Yeah, like, Jesus Christ. This seems so weird, man. Yeah, you apologize to me! Yeah, apologize to me too! Yeah. We are the real heroes here! Oh, it is great, man. It's screaming. Yeah. Fake Megumin! You stole my name! You stole my name! What? Don't let them confuse you! I haven't stolen your name? Yes, you have! Like, what? Okay, Darkness can try to... Darkness. Yeah, I'm not that reckless girl over there. I'm just a better tank. Here comes Darkness and tries to convince them something. You're a knockoff on Reckless! You even talk like her, yeah. You even talk like her, yeah. Unbelievable! So kind of Dark Knight. Yeah, how can you name it Darkness if you're a Crusader? Darkness is defeated immediately. Yeah, it defeated Darkness immediately. Stay in the darkness. Yes, your name is weird, but it's just because you're a pervert, right? Yeah. Yes, I'm used to you now, Darkness. It's cool! It's like, I love you, girl! Your name is clearly related to your pervert, not because you're like a Dark Alignment character. Yeah, I mean, speak their own name, right? It's not a I think it's cool. I'm making me like it. She's like, no! What's wrong? Why do you want me to like it for? Making me like, I love your name. Damn it! I want that. It's the last thing I want. Oh my god. Yeah, but like... I like how Aqua explained to her, it's like, no, I first thought you were like a dark knight, yeah, darkness, a knight using dark magic, but then I said, you used a hentai, yeah, like, it's perfectly fine, yeah, you name to do with dark magic, you have dark fantasies, yeah, it's like, yeah, very, it's like, pretty different. Okay, Megumin wants to fight them, yeah, of course she wants to fight them, yeah, Megumin is like, explosive fight. Yeah, you're the brains, Megumin. Yes, I am the brains. Yeah, we're gonna fight them, right? The citizen will help us, I don't think so, Megumin. She's like, yeah, obviously we get help by the town, right? Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's like... Darkness is still like, comatose. Actually, maybe we are the knockoffs. Dark alignment. Yeah. Darkness is finally realizing that people think that she might be evil. Yeah, like darkness. Dark alignment. Yeah. I'm not evil. Okay, with our bow. Yeah. But has she never thought about that? Her name clearly makes it sound like she's like a dark, evil character, right? But again, of course, it's because she wants to have a lot of weird fantasies, right? But yeah. But I like how the other character was like, obviously Reckless is a better name because you're supposed to be a crusader, but you're dark in your name. Yeah, you're evil. I guess probably, let's see now, they probably conquered, everybody loves them, right? Yeah, they're probably like the most popular guys ever. Yeah, they already conquered the guild, right? Exactly. They already defeated all the quests, right? My old farm. Yeah, these guys have done all the quests already, right? In the city. In 2 weeks, they have like took care of everything. Defeat the Demon Lord. Reckless son, you're amazing. You're the best tank ever. What's happening here? You're the greatest tank of all time. Yeah, you're the greatest tank of all time is the one. Best. But haven't done anything in 2 weeks. Yeah, we number one party now. And I haven't even done anything either. Yeah, Kazuma didn't do anything in 2 weeks. Yeah, he was like, yeah, we're gonna have a party. Aqua owes us money. Yeah, Aqua is like drinks all our alcohol. Yeah, they're like, what contest? Yeah. But now this guy didn't do anything. Aqua and Kazuma didn't even try to get the points either. So they were like, oh yeah, we're losing. And Reckless is of course super like supportive, yeah. Here we go. But I'm gonna ask Akura immediately. Akura! Aqua can do it! Akura, give me Akura. Yeah, apologize. I can do it. I get away from me, Aqua. But Aqua is a much better healer. She got him goddess, Jesus Christ. At least she can heal good. Yeah, at least you can. You might call her useless, but at least she can heal, right? Yeah, at least she can. At least she has a higher healing point. Jesus Christ. Here we go. She's gonna heal him. Yeah, she can heal him easily. Of course, she's a goddess. Come on, Aqua is like pathetic. Oh my goddess! Yeah. See, I can do it. Exactly. Apologize. I hate you. Okay, I'm sorry. Apologize to you. I am by a ringleader. Better. That's good. She gets the credit anyway. It was me. Yeah, give me my good mood back. Okay, this one I'll be healed by Aqua. But that's good. Aqua can heal better, yeah. She's a goddess. She's the ultimate healer. That's good, Aqua. That's good. At least we can believe in her goddess. But like I said, I think people, first of all, people obviously overplay her, being useless, right? But even if we call her useless, I mean, at least when it comes to like pure healing, she's better. Well, actually, I've seen this Megumin outfit before in the trailer. Yeah, I've seen her like in this cute, like panda outfit or something like that. Yeah. Kazuma lies to them again as always. Yeah, he throws some stupid lie out and like, oh yeah, of course, yeah, sort of about that. Exactly, yeah. They're very gullible. They're very gullible. Okay, here we go. Well, obviously Megumin can one-shot them all, right, so... Yeah, Megumin can show them she's the better mage. Here we go. This is nothing to me, Kazuma-san. But the rack is I've been tagged them, though, yeah. No, I will tag them. They're gonna have like a tag fight. Who's the best tank? I can solo them. She's very sturdy, yeah. I don't even know how they can tournament this thing, though. And I can revive people with resurrection. Yeah, I got the resurrection spells. Resurrection! Yeah, exactly. They can't, yeah, she's a good healer, but she can't actually revive people like Aqua, right? Aqua is the ultimate healer, right? This is our chance to show them off. But I like how like, Aqua's like, oh, I can revive people. Like, what? Yeah, I'm a goddess, you know, I can do what I want. Oh yeah, he's a bit new, yeah, he's a bit like this new bow now, right? Kazuma's gonna, like they're staring at him like he's some amazing hunter here. They're like, we believe in you, Kazuma! You're like a fan club now. Oh yeah, he's gonna snipe the boss, and then Aqua can save them, yeah. Either show! Yeah. Megumin is like, I will show you. She uses explosive magic, definitely. Okay, so Aqua's buffed Kazuma, yeah, she giving like buff. Okay, here we go, they're gonna show them their moves. Yeah, they're gonna show off their amazing moves here. Gonna snipe the king perfectly. Does it hurt him though? Maybe it actually works. My god, Kazuma did it. He's actually pretty competent, you know, he's not blocked by idiot teammates. The darkness gonna be like, decoy! Yeah. Come and get me! Yes! She can take so much damage! That woman is immortal! And of course, Megumin showed them her ultimate explosive. Yeah, she's gonna be like, I got the explosive magic. I love her outfit. It's adorable. This is the best Megumin outfit. Here we go. Explosion! No, I love his outfit. This is adorable. Explosion! Darkness is just like, yes! Darkness is like, F yes! Explode me, Megumin! Yeah, now they all love them, of course. Yeah, I'm the healer. Aqua is so angry because she hates a cure. Yeah, I'm the healer, goddammit, yeah. Darkness is covered. She's just standing like, oh, that's awesome. Yeah, like burn marks on her face and her hair is. And of course, Megumin has to be carried because she only has. She's so smug about it, though, but yeah. I think the other girl is still probably a better mage, right? Yeah, sure, she can't throw one giant explosive, but you know, she probably has more mana than Megumin, yeah. Yes, everyone's jealous of them. That's the reason why. Yeah, they're all jealous. That must be the reason why, right? Wait, they're famous? I guess they are because they're actually... Yeah, you are our imposters! Reckless, darkness, so on, yeah. Megumin, yeah. You guys are copying us. Copying. Oh, so he killed his friend. It's a backstory coming on here. Oh, he was revenged against Hans. Like he a personal storyline too. The Castle doesn't have. Yeah, Castle doesn't have that personal storyline. Yeah, this guy got more storyline. He's like, I have a personal vendetta against the Demon Lord. It's like, Kazuma just, you know, just tries to survive, right? Yeah. Yeah, now he's like, damn it, I have no motivation. Kazuma wanted to survive. He's like, I don't care about that. He's like, yeah, I like Daughter's hair though. Her hair is still like an afro now because she's burning up basically. Oh, she's poor? What's her backstory? Of course, she has some sad backstory. Yeah, of course. Reckless has an actual sad backstory. My goal is to rebuild my hometown that was destroyed by the evil demon lords. Yeah, to kill all my family members. Yeah, her backstory is way more heroic. That's her backstory. My grandpa was a heroic mage, and then he died. Yeah, they all have like a super sad. They all have like the sad backstory lines. I love it. Yeah, I love it. She's like an actual noble backstory. Oh, they killed all my family and I trained by myself for 10 years or so on. Dot's like, oh yeah, I'm a pervert. Like, what? What's Akira's backstory? Is she a goddess lost in this world? Yeah, let's skip over that. Do you want to team up now? Okay, do we team up? Yes, we use darkness as a... That did happen, though. There's no way we ever do that, yeah. Yeah, I heard you stole panties off some girls, yeah. I heard you steal everyone's panties, but we'll never do that, right? That never happened. Oh yeah, I heard you keep destroying everything around you. Like this lake, you destroy the city. I heard you destroy like a castle for no reason. People think that Reckless is the pervert, of course. People keep thinking I'm a perv for some reason. Poor Reckless. People keep thinking that she's a hentai because of darkness. What? Oh, the episode is much longer than normal. Yeah, I love it. But what's her thing? She's just like a pure aqua. She's just aqua without this. Yes, I have fate. Yeah, she has fate or something. She's just a nice aqua. Now, I like how her backs. I like how Reckless is like, people keep trying to think that I want to have sex with them for some reason. Yeah, they think that I'm a pervert. I don't understand why. Oh, God. On the same opening, ending and so on. I go back to that scene where... I love that scene when Reckless was talking about her issues of life. Here, this. I love this scene here. Oh, my God. This here was great. Yeah. She's just like, people keep thinking that I am a hentai for some reason. Are you a masochist, Reckless? Like, my God, her issue is that, yeah, that the knockoff person of her keeps getting into hen stuff. Oh my God, this was a great episode. So yeah, the ending there was hilarious, right? I mean, obviously these characters are very kind of like tropey, generic, backstories, right? But it was just kind of a classic backstory where, so I play a lot of D&D, you know what I mean? Obviously I've done some Ballgate videos on the channel, but I also play a lot of the actual D&D, right? And when I write a backstory in a D&D character, I tend to write it for my friends as well and so on, right? You kind of have the similar, Rashes backstory, right? Where like, oh, these people killed my village and they killed my family, and then I'm trying to, get revenge and good revenge, right? The reason why is because that's one of the most common storylines ever, right? Because it kind of gets you on that hero journey. So you see, for example, in Star Wars, obviously, with Luke, right? He kind of burn, he has to go on an adventure, right? Etc. So it's a very common backstory. So, sure, she has that backstory, and it's not the most, like, unique ever, right? But it's a classic, like a heroic backstory of a paladin, crusader lady that wants revenge against the evil knights, right? And she's training all the time to, whatever, right? But that was like a really good scene there because, yeah, they all have that kind of classic, they killed my village, and then the main guy, oh, he killed my best friend, and, yada yada, right? And then Dark is like, oh, I'm just a pervert. And Darkness is like, I just left my home to have a lot of sex or something. And this is like, yeah. yeah, about that. And of course, Kazuma, right, and Aqua are basically just trying to, not get killed, right, or whatever. Yeah, when this guy's like actively trying to defeat the Demon Lord, etc. So that was really fun. That was probably the best, actually. The last 3-4 minutes there. They kept comparing their like backstory and motivations in a classic like role playing setting, right? And that was really good. That was really hilarious. Door scene in the middle was pretty funny too, when they were screaming who was the copy or who was not the copyright. Darkness, of course, got owned immediately by that, and I think that was like a funny side note there because, I have to say though, I think that is something I think was really funny, but I have to say though, from a logical standpoint, I feel like something that should be brought up early though in the story. Right? The darkness, of course, her name, dark, it's a kind of evil, right? And you talk about again then D&D or whatever, right? Which created these different alignments, right? Where you have light and evil, and so you have good, chaotic alignment, neutral, lawful, and so on, right? And basically, her name, Darkness, as Akko said, I thought you were like an evil character. Yeah, I thought you were like an, evil, chaotic character, evil, lawful character, whatever. Right? Usually a crusader, I suppose, a dark knight would be lawful, right? Yeah, so Akko was like, oh, I thought you were like an evil, lawful character because of your name first. But then I realized you're just a pervert. Yeah, but I mean, it was kind of like, it was funny, but I have to say at the same time, though, that it does feel like, it genuinely feels that probably should have been mentioned, like in the season 1, right? You know what I mean? Aqua probably should be like, wait, isn't she like evil character because of her name, right? I don't know. But actually, the best part was that when she was asking what the others felt. And she asked Megumin, "Do you like my name, Megumin?" She's like, "Yeah, I think it's so cool. I love your name, Darkness. Best name ever." And then Dark started crying, like, "No!" That scene was great. And Megumin's like, "What? Why does it make you sad for?" It's like, "I don't want you to be." Yeah, that was great. It's like you should want her to be to like it. That was that's awesome. No, but this episode was funnier than the beach episodes. Have you seen it before, guys? Right? Just before this, I also reacted to, of course, the beach episode. This was definitely the funnier. And I kind of expected it earlier, right? Because beach episode clearly went for that classic, that etchy OVA. All the girls are in bikini. Dart is showing for tatas, right? You know, Whis, Yun, whatever. Everyone gets the bikinis. Except Aqua, actually. They kind of kept her normal princess clone her. So definitely the more etchy episode and less jokey and more like fan service. Yeah, definitely more a fan service though. Still good episode though. This one was a bad episode of a comedy episode. Yeah, more jokes. Reminded me a little bit of like the One Piece episode, but like spoilers then. But in One Piece, right, it's like 10 years ago now, you have that the fake Straw Hats, you know what I mean, like Fat Luffy and so on. Kind of remind me of that, but they had like, oh, this guy's actually doing this thing and so on. But of course, the joke here, which was getting Konosuba right, is that the joke is that these guys are actually the real ones, and our characters are the fake ones, right? Yeah, so that's why I think one of the brilliant part of Konosuba, the basically works so well, right? Because again, in One Piece, they do kind of the same thing, right? They have the fake Straw Hats meeting the real Straw Hats, and obviously we as the viewer knows that the fake Straw Hats are, you know, pathetic, they're weak or whatever and so on. But here instead it's the opposite, right? Our main characters we followed, right, are actually the weaker ones. Yeah, are actually the bad ones, yeah. And these new guys, the fake ones, are actually stronger than they, right? At average. So they're kind of like, well, are we the fake ones? Yeah, who's the real one? You know? And especially again the ending there when Megumi and they all had a much better backstories, right? Yeah, they all had a much better, like, oh, my grandfather used to get a much better, like, well-written backstories, motivating them. But sure, as I guessed correctly though earlier in the episode, absolutely not. Megumin has like higher firepower, right? But of course only once every day. But I still think that the other girl, Megumi, is probably a better mage, right? For most part of a storyline, you know what I mean? Because even if, sure, Megumi can do like a 10,000 damage, obviously massive AoE, right? Then she has to wait for a whole day, right, you know? The other girl can probably throw maybe half that firepower, like 10 times. That's probably way more useful. Even, and I think some people say, no, but against like the Demon Lord. But even against the Demon Lord, sure, obviously like this like 10,000 fire damage thing will do more damage than like half of that, right? But if you do it 10 times, would it hurt him more, right? Again, like I said earlier, it depends on the rules of the Isekai world, right? Because in some games, right, you have like the defense points, or like, there's some games you have like a very simple system where you basically have a defense stat and you just have your damage stat or attack stat, right? And you subtract the difference, right? So then if the Demon Lord has like 9,000 defense points like that, right? Then he will take 0 damage from every time he's attacked, right? By like a woman with like 5 type of, right? So that makes it much better. But in other systems, in other games, it's a kind of whatever, right? It's like, oh, he has like 50% reduction, right? Because he's so powerful or whatever, or 9% or whatever. So he has 90% reduction. So a 10,000 attack will only do 1,000, right? Then of course throwing 5,000 is much better. It's like 5 right there. So it'll do much more damage, right? Than throwing like 110, you know what I mean? Because sure, he reduces it, but it's like, you know. So it really depends on how this system actually works. And honestly, I don't think that's ever really explained right. I feel Megumin is kind of like a one punch man, right? You just throw one ball and it kind of works, yeah. But I mean, I think it's interesting in that, honestly. And I do think these guys are probably better adventurers overall, right? Because of that point, right? Yeah, like sure, she can throw one massive AoE, but she can probably defeat way more wolves actually. So she fights them like, you know, 10 at a time or whatever. But that being said, though, I do think it's interesting why I like Konosuba, because that dynamic of how a game actually works, kind of like buffoonery as well, right? Like full health points, right, is interesting. And I always find it a good point in gaming, in game design and games I worked on, right? It's like, do you want to be able to allow the player to play in this extremity? And I think it's great. I think it should be allowed to put all the points in attack or defense or whatever, right? Maybe it shouldn't be the best strategy, but it should be a strategy. And maybe sometimes it can be the best strategy, you know, depending on your opponent or whatever, right? So I think the games definitely should allow that, to have this crazy builds. It's more fun, I think, in sense. And also, not just builds as in like stats, whatever, right? But also, of course, like strategy games, you should be allowed to just be like one unit of, let's say, a weak flying unit, maybe like 500 of them, you know what I mean? So I was in one game, like 10 years ago, a strategy game, where you could basically have different armies, right? And if you wanted to just have like 20 flying units, you could do that, right? You know what I mean? Immediately. But they were really good, right? If the opponent had not that many anti-airs. But if the opponent had only like good anti-air units, you would immediately lose, right? You know what I mean? And I like that, you know what I mean? Because I don't think that means, because sure, in some situations that having only flying units would be like amazing, right? In many games this, right, you know, having only flying and then the enemies can like shoot or whatever, so you completely crush them, right? I think that's a fine strategy, because sometimes the enemy again won't actually have anti-air, right? But some other times, if they have just a few anti-airs, you lose immediately. You know what I mean? I think that's fine too, because if you go for basically like an all-in, only having flyers, and the other guy has like a, you know, enough defense against flying, he should win then, and still having, you know, all the stuff as well, right? So I like that kind of bad. I try to do it all in games, so. But anyway, guys, but the subscribe, gonna have a great day.